Every situation is unique. You can have broad principles, general concepts in mind, and you should, and we tried to put them into the counterinsurgency manual. They're certainly reflected in the counterinsurgency guidance that I issued it several times as the multinational force Iraq commander. But at the end of the day, it's incumbent on a counterinsurgent to understand the specifics of the area for which his unit is responsible, and to really have a nuanced understanding of the decisive terrain, which is the human terrain, not necessarily the physical terrain. To really appreciate the organizing structures, the tribes, the ethno-sectarian groupings, the religious elements, governmental structures, how it works, how it's supposed to work, how it really works. All of that is what is essential for a counterinsurgent, and it is what our leaders, our commissioned, warrant, and non-commissioned officer leaders have come to recognize as being so important. And as they have moved into one area after another, they have sought that kind of nuanced understanding, a granularity, if you will, in their appreciation for the situation that has enabled them to craft a comprehensive approach for that specific location, and then to try to achieve unity of effort, bringing all of the tools at their disposal together to address the challenges of a particular area.
Will you take that with you now into your next assignment?
Certainly. And again, this is not something unique to me. This is something that all of our leaders have come to recognize as a true imperative, a realization that what works here today may not work here tomorrow, the need to constantly assess, to adapt, to learn, to refine concepts and approaches. That's the kind of intellectual development, if you will, that we have all experienced as we have deployed time after time to Iraq, Afghanistan, and other places.
A message for those troops, those civilians, that workforce that helped you to achieve what you have achieved in Iraq.
Well, the first message is, of course, that I cannot imagine any greater privilege than having commanded the multinational force Iraq, than having soldiered with them in such a challenging and such an important endeavor, and to see the tremendous work that they did, that our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, civilians, coalition partners, and Iraqi partners did in this extraordinarily difficult environment against a barbaric enemy willing to carry out the most horrific of actions. And what they accomplished has been of enormous significance to our country, to Iraq, to the region, and to the world.